In this video, we will demonstrate how to use Zotero as a reference manager to save academic references and insert citations into a Microsoft Word document. We will begin by importing a reference from Google Scholar into Zotero, and then demonstrate how to insert that reference into our research document and automatically generate the bibliography. Before beginning the process, make sure that Zotero is already open and running on the computer. It is also important to make sure that Zotero is the only reference manager currently running. Having multiple reference managers open at the same time can interfere with the citation tools and may cause problems when importing or inserting references. Once Zotero is open and running, we can begin searching for our research source. We now go to Google Scholar and search for the topic we are currently doing research on. The search provides us with a list of academic papers that may be relevant to our literature review. From these results, we select a paper that we want to use as a reference in our research. Once we have selected a suitable paper, we can use Google Scholar citation function to export the reference to Zotero. Under the selected paper, we click on the cite icon. This opens a list of different citation and export options. Google Scholar provides several formats and reference manager options. For this demonstration, we are going to select the option that allows us to transfer the reference into Zotero. From the list of options, we click on RefMan. This downloads a reference file containing the bibliographic information for the paper. The file contains information such as the author, title, publication details, and other information available for the reference. If a Zotero Connector confirmation appears, we click OK to continue. We now go to the Zotero application. The reference that we just downloaded should now be available in the Zotero Library. We select the recently added reference from the library. This allows us to check that the correct paper has been imported and that its reference information is available. Zotero now stores the reference inside its library. This is one of the main advantages of using a reference manager. Instead of manually typing the author, title, publication information, and other details every time we need to cite a paper, Zotero stores the reference information for us. We can then access this reference again whenever we need to use it in our research. This also makes it easier to manage multiple sources throughout the literature review process. We now move to Microsoft Word and open the document where we are using this small paragraph as an example. On the toolbar, we should see the Zotero tab. The Zotero toolbar provides us with the tools needed to insert citations and create our bibliography directly within Word. Before inserting the reference, we place our cursor at the exact location in the document where we want the citation to appear. For example, if we have written a sentence based on information from our selected research paper, we can place the cursor immediately after that sentence. This tells Zotero exactly where we want the citation to be inserted. We now click on Add Citation from the Zotero toolbar. Zotero will provide us with a way to search for the references stored in our library. We select the reference that we have just added from the list. After selecting the reference, we click the confirmation button to insert it into the document. The citation will then appear at the location where we placed our cursor. Now we need to add the corresponding bibliography to our document. If we have not added a bibliography or any citations yet, we scroll down to the References chapter or section of our document. We place the cursor where we want the bibliography to appear. We then highlight the citation that we have inserted and click Add Bibliography from the Zotero toolbar. Zotero will automatically generate the reference corresponding to the citation. This means we do not need to manually type the reference ourselves. We can now see the citation within the main body of our document, with the corresponding reference appearing in the References section. Zotero connects the citation with the reference stored in its library. This makes the referencing process much more efficient, especially when a document contains a large number of academic sources. If we add more citations later, Zotero can update the bibliography accordingly. When we highlight the citation in Microsoft Word, we can notice that it appears with a darker highlight compared with a normal highlighted section of text. This is because the citation is connected to Zotero's citation field rather than being ordinary text. The connection allows Zotero to manage and update the citation when changes are made to the document. We can also change the citation style using Document Preferences in the Zotero toolbar. After clicking Document Preferences, we can choose the citation style required for our research. For example, we can select APA 7th edition or Nature for a numbered citation style. Zotero will then automatically update the citations and bibliography according to the selected style. When using APA 7th edition, the references in the bibliography are arranged alphabetically, generally according to the author's names. This is different from the Nature citation style, which uses numbered citations. With a numbered style such as Nature, references are arranged according to the order in which they appear in the document. Therefore, selecting the correct citation style is important because it determines both how the citations appear in the document and how the references are organized. As a bonus, if the Zotero tab does not appear on the Microsoft Word toolbar, we need to install the Microsoft Word add-in through Zotero. First, we should close Microsoft Word. We then return to the Zotero application. On the Zotero toolbar, click Edit, and then select Settings. From the Settings window, select Cite. We then scroll down until we find the option to install or reinstall Microsoft Word add-in. Click this option to install the Zotero add-in for Microsoft Word. Once the add-in has been installed or reinstalled, we can reopen Microsoft Word. We should now see the Zotero tab on the toolbar. This allows us to return to our document and insert citations and bibliographies directly from our Zotero library. To summarize, Zotero allows us to collect academic references, store them in an organized library, and use those references directly within Microsoft Word. It can automatically insert citations, generate the bibliography, and change the formatting between different citation styles such as APA 7th edition and Nature. Using Zotero throughout the research process makes referencing more organized and efficient, while reducing the need to manually format citations and references.